Happy Saturday, guys. Just starting to do the videos that I promised a while back. And this first one, I'm just going to focus on substrate. I think it's one of the key things for a planted aquarium. And the good thing is I've got two different tanks here that have different substrate. If you look at this tank right here, what you're going to see is this is Eco-Complete. And it's a pretty good substrate. I don't have a lot of bad things to say about it. It's very porous. It's so it's kind of light. The one thing that's really hard with the substrate is it's hard to get things to root in the substrate as compared to other substrates I've used. But Eco-Complete is definitely a lot cleaner. One thing about the substrate that is kind of, if you notice, it's pretty porous. Let's see if I can get a good view there. And you're going to get a lot of food or whatever that's just going to fall between the rocks. And you'll get stuff like this. Let me show you. You can kind of see it down in here. And the roots will eat that. That's fine. Matter of fact, you see these roots right here on that. Looks like micro sword. But that's kind of how this substrate's set up. And Eco-Complete actually has bacteria in it, so that when things fall down into the substrate, it will break it down. So the bacteria in the substrate will break it down. But if you notice, one other thing I want to kind of show you. To me, substrate in a planted tank, you really want a pretty good thick substrate. So if you look here, I mean, I've got about 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches of Eco-Complete in this 33. And for those of you that are overseas, see if I can give you this in centimeters. It's about 5 centimeters deep, a little more than 5 actually. But on to the big tank now. This tank, when I planned the 120, what I was really planning for here was a serious planted tank. And if you really want to go serious with your plants, and if any of you guys watch Dustin's fish tanks and his videos, what you'll see is he has dirt. I'm not a big fan of just like dirt and a substrate. I really wanted to plan the substrate on the 120, and this substrate, by the way, look at this tiger lotus, is really pretty. But what I've done here, and give you an idea of how thick this is, let me show you. This is a good 3.5 to 4 inches in the substrate here, and then in centimeters, it's, I don't know, pushing like close to 8 centimeters deep. But I'm going to tell you what's in here. What I've got right in here, this bottom layer, this is a 40-pound bag of organic dirt. Then the next thing that I did is I wanted a gravel. Excuse me. I wanted a really nutrient-rich substrate, and for that I chose Flourite. I believe it's a Seacom product. If you go look, Flourite, and I mixed it up some, but the Flourite that I would recommend would be there's a reddish brown Flourite, and it's super rich in iron. And that's very nutrient rich. You could really make a tank with fluorite just as your substrate. It's really good stuff. But I just wanted to go the extra mile. So what you'll see right here is this is like fluorite, and you'll see how some of this kind of bubbled up. That's fluorite right in here, and then this is also some pieces of fluorite substrate right in here. Then the next thing that I did, the final thing that I did, is I capped this whole thing in a black sand. And this was really two things. It was to try to keep the organic dirt from leaching up into the water, which I think it does a great job. The other thing, I really like the black sand because of the contrast between the plants. You don't get, with the highlight, you don't get a big backwash from the bright light. And I just think it looks good. And it's also easy to see, like I need to do maintenance today, and it's easy to see, like right in here, see there's some stuff in there. I need to go siphon that and clean that up. So to me, the black sand is easier to see where you need to keep it clean, has good contrast, and that's really it on substrate. But I took a lot of time, and if you look at the genesis of a 120, I kind of give you the ratios. But I've been super happy with this tank, and to me the organic dirt is what, this is just a banana plant. I'll give you an idea what it's doing. That's just a banana plant. I've never had a banana plant do lilies like this, but I've never had organic dirt in my substrate. So, you look at this wisteria here in the back, it's just booming. I think that's organic dirt. And this lace plant, lace plants are not supposed to do good in warm water. This tank is a discus tank. I'm running right now, my temperature in here is 83. I know a lot of people that would tell you cannot get a lace plant to grow in 83 degree water. This one's doing pretty well. So, but that's kind of it on substrate. And I'll get you guys some more videos out soon. But I was going to start this one on substrate, and then I'm going to do a video on heaters, and then on lighting, and then on filters. But hey, happy Saturday. I hope all you guys are doing well, and hope everybody's having a great weekend. And thanks for subscribing, guys. I'm blown away that I've got over 1,000 subscribers. That's just hard to believe. But anyway, appreciate everybody watching. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Feel free to ask me any questions about the substrate, and I'll try to get some more videos out about the different features of what it takes to have a really good tank. But the next set of videos are going to be on lighting, heating, and filtration. So anyway, you guys have a great one. See you. Take care.